So you're thinking of playing ukulele, but you're not sure which uke to get, what size to get, and how to tune the thing. So, let's break it down. When it comes to ukuleles, there are 4 types. 3 of them are the most common, but there are 4 types of ukuleles you can get. You can get a soprano, a concert, a tenor, or a baritone. Now we're just going to talk about the common 3, which is soprano, concert, and the tenor ukulele. The baritone ukulele is great, but not a great beginner one, and it's good if you've got bigger hands or you may not be as dexterous as you used to be. So firstly is the soprano ukulele. Now this is the one I play 99% of the time. It's small, it's light, it's easy to hold, it's easy to carry. You can make your way around the fretboard very easily, and you can take it places, which is the main reason why I got the soprano to begin with. Now when I started playing ukulele, which was quite a while ago, I think I was 12 or 13, I didn't have as big of hands, although they were still, not too bad, but I struggled a little bit holding like a guitar and all that sort of stuff, and I was moving around a lot as a kid. So ukulele was more appropriate. And this size ukulele is a perfect beginner ukulele. Now, fun little facts about the soprano ukulele is that firstly, it is tuned at a G4, C4, E4, A4 sort of tuning. Now, back in the day, sopranos used to be tuned a bit differently to I think it was like a D6 chord, but now it's a C6 chord, just like the concert is. So that's good, that's nice that it's the same. Now, what is different though is the scale length. So these are 33 centimeters or 13 inches, which is this part here, and the whole ukulele itself is 21 inches or 53 centimeters. So it is very, very small, but it's perfect when you want to take it places. Like if you're traveling a lot, this is the one to use. It is great, and it is a great beginner ukulele, especially if you're a kid. The best part is it's super popular, very common around Hawaii and all those sort of places, and it's all you really need to get by. Now, if you're a little bit more fancy and you want to take it a little bit more serious and you want it a bit bigger, then it has a bit more of a guitar feel, then the concert one is great. Now, my concert ukulele as well has an amp sort of, I don't know what you call that. Anyway, you can plug an amp to it and you can sort of jam and rock out a little bit, which is always fun. But more often than not, this is the one that just sits up here, and I use it as sort of just look at, so I think it looks pretty majestic. But it is also super cool. So it still is tuned at G4, C4, E4, A4, and the scale length, however, is now a bit bigger. So it's 15 inches instead of 13 inches with the other one, and it's 38 centimeters. And overall length of the ukulele is 58 centimeters and 23 inches. Now, the best part about these ukuleles is that it is both easier and harder to play the chords, in my opinion. It is easier in the sense there's more space, but harder because there's more space. So on the small ukulele, it can become a bit cramped. So if you've got long fingers like I do now, it takes a little bit of time to get used to having to cram your fingers around and where they sort of go. Whereas on the ukulele, on the concert ukulele, there's a lot more space. So when you go to change from one to the other, as you just heard then, you have to adjust where you put your fingers straight away. So on that ukulele, on the soprano, it's probably here, and that's not sounding good at all there. So you got to spread it out, and then it sounds a bit better. So those little things are probably just to be aware of, but it's no big deal, deal at all. And also, with the concert ukulele, it gives more of a warmer sort of sound. The sopranos can sound a little bit, I don't want to say tinny. If you get a bad quality one, they do. A C on this one has more soul and body than a C on this one, if that makes sense. It's more of a deeper sort of sound, which is funny. The tenor ukulele, I don't have one, but they're pretty cool. I've wanted one for a while, but they're even bigger again. So they're, again, G4, C4, E4, A4 with the tunings, but the size is different. So it's 17 inches now, so it's with the scale length, and they are often 26 inches and 66 centimeters with the overall length, which does make it quite large. So I think the tenor ukulele would be a great ukulele for someone to play if you're used to playing the guitar, because the sizes aren't too dissimilar, and it is sort of a similar vibe and similar feel and hold. It's just that it's going to be a different sound, obviously. So I think that's what the tenor ukulele is probably best suited for indeed. And the other thing to be aware of if you've got a tenor ukulele compared to the concert and soprano is that because it's a lot bigger, the string tension is going to be different. So there's a chance that you're going to go through more strings. It's going to sound a little bit different, and it's going to, and it also requires to use more pressure and force in the strings when you're playing it. So those little things are to be wary of. So to summarize, I recommend for any beginner or any ukulele player that's interested in playing, get a soprano ukulele first. If you really like it, and you get pretty good at it, which you're going to, then dabble with a concert ukulele. And then after that, either pick or choose getting a tenor or not. Now, if you're someone that's got a guitar background, then I recommend getting a tenor ukulele. Also, always get a soprano ukulele because they're also great for carrying around, like I said. But a tenor is probably a good place to start if you're used to playing the guitar. So, I hope this video has been useful. I hope you now have a better understanding of the sizing and the tuning and how to pick your first ukulele. And I look forward to seeing you in many, many videos where we can practice and learn how to play it properly. Thank you for watching.